Hey there, out there in YouTube land, it's your VHS Collector Kyle here with another Muppet review. If you haven't checked out my other review I did, check out or click on the annotations below. I'll also have some other links, a link to this episode that I'm about to review down in the my description. Check out that. I will also have a link to the clip of the Muppets on Dancing with the Stars on Monday. Check that out if you want to. If you have missed both of these episodes, episodes 1 and 2, you can check them out again this coming Sunday, October the 4th, back to back, one at 6, one at 6:30, or you can catch them on abc.com. Alright, let's get right down to the episode. This episode is called Hostile Makeover. It pretty much starts out with Piggy having pretty much a tantrum and everybody having to try to hide and get out of her way, or anytime that Miss Piggy don't get her way, she throws a tantrum, so the gang ends up thinking, why is this for? And so Scooter, or I think it's Uncle Deadly, that ends up telling them that Miss Piggy doesn't have a date to the Academy Awards. So they end up trying to call up some celebrities to get Miss Piggy a date, so that she'll have a date for the awards. Here are my top 8 funniest lines or jokes from the episode. Number 1. Yolanda the Rat is going around and getting people to sign a birthday card for Sweetums. Mostly everybody else, Zoot and Floyd and Rizzo and Pepe are all around, and Floyd says he doesn't want to due to how much hype birthdays get, and he doesn't really want to. So Zoot is drawing or writing something. Yolanda says, hey, no dirty jokes. So Zoot says, maybe I can turn it into a saxophone. I mean, I thought that was pretty funny. I mean, that right there kind of gets me to... Anything that has to do with, sex just makes me laugh, especially if it's supposed to be funny. Number 2. This is pretty much a little bit after the birthday card signing, just not that, just a little bit. He ends up signing everybody's name because he has 4 arms. And so Floyd is amazed how good he is at doing that, Pepe says, oh, you should see me in the shower. 10 minutes, in and out, clean. Number 3. Alright, this one has a little bit of a backstory. At the beginning of the episode, Gonzo's talking about, or pretty much Fozzie talks about getting a email from Jay Leno, but Gonzo interrupts him, telling him that, oh yeah, I get those all the time. I get something about my mom being trapped on an island somewhere, kidnapped and stuff. And yeah, Kermit says, well, didn't your mom go on a cruise? And he goes, yeah, but I haven't gotten any calls. I'm kind of worried about her. So later on in the show, Miss Piggy's talking to one of her guest stars, and the way she's doing it just pretty much is just like horrible, bad. So the camera turns to Kermit and Bobo and Gonzo looks at Kermit and says, I know my mother's stuck in the jungle somewhere, but I know she's having a better time. And I was like, oh, that just cracked me up. Number 4. This takes place a little bit after Miss Piggy has been set up with Josh Groben and all, and she comes into the office. She's like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm a little late. You know how it is, trying to get out of the bed and all this. And about that time, the Swedish chef walks by, and he goes, "De piggen is de gropen, de groben." I thought that was like the funniest line ever. I mean, and then Piggy says, "Oh, chef, you have a dirty mind." I just thought that was one of the funniest lines. De piggen, de gropen, de groben. Number 5. Alright, this is pretty much the second time that you see the newsman pretty much selling his cookies, and Bobo finds him again selling the cookies to the crew and the cast and all that, and he ends up selling them to Carl, Big Mean Carl, and so newsman gets scared and runs off, and Bobo says, You're not supposed to sell. You're not supposed to buy from him. You're supposed to buy from me." And Carl just, I mean, just his voice and how he is. Bill Beretta just, I mean, performs him, you know, just how he acts. He goes, "I'm new. I don't know the politics around here." Just, I couldn't keep from laughing. It just made me laugh. And then Bobo growls at him, which is another part that I thought was kind of funny. I thought Bobo was gonna like tackle him or, you know, tear him to shreds. Number 6. All right, Kermit wants to go to see and talk to Miss Piggy. Well, he knocks on her dressing room, and Groben comes out. And, you know, he says, "Hey, Kermit." And he goes, "Hey, Groben." He goes, "Hey, can I talk to Miss Piggy?" And he says, "Well, she's getting a hot rock massage." He goes, "Well, I just need to talk to her and everything," you know. And they kind of get in a little fight and stuff. And he wants to, you know, talk to Miss Piggy, but James won't. And so, you know, they end up, well, so he shuts the door. And just about the time, you know, the cook or the chef comes by, and he goes, "Someone to cooking the bacon?" And I just, oh my God, I started just, my mom came into my room wondering what the hell was I laughing at, so I had to rewind it and show her what it, she thought it was pretty funny too. But someone's a cooking the bacon, you know. So poor Piggy, and the chef just being that he is. Number 7. This takes place with Bobo finally giving up about, you know, selling his daughter's Girl Scout cookies, and Scooter, you know, asks him how's it going. He goes, "Oh, you know, it sucks, and I can't get anybody to buy them." And Scooter goes, "Well, hey, how about you talk to the band?" And he goes, "Hey, wait a minute. Yeah, the band's always happy." And Scooter, you know, says the funniest line ever. He goes, yeah, they're happy now. Legally." And if anybody doesn't get the joke, it's due to the whole point of weed, as in marijuana, you know, becoming legal in certain states. So it's pretty funny. This pretty much takes place after the part with Scooter and Bobo talking, and Bobo standing off stage, and everybody's eating the cookies that he sold them, and, you know, you see Bobo, and Bobo said, he says, "Screw the mountain bike, my daughter's getting a Prius." Oh, goodness. Oh, Bobo. Bobo was pretty funny in this one. I thought that they did a good job in having him be kind of almost another part of this, you know, having him be a story of, you know, having his own little storyline in this episode. So I really did enjoy that. Well, here we go. Here's some more full body puppet scenes. You know, these are pretty much the scenes that make me go gaga, make me nerdgasm everywhere. The scene with Miss Piggy on the piano with Josh Groben, you know, and them two singing to each other. I mean, that's some very, I mean, as in, I just love how they are doing these shots and stuff, and getting these full-bodied shots and stuff of the characters. I mean, I just love this stuff. I mean, it just makes me feel more like they are alive than anything. You're getting to see their full body instead of just you're seeing them, you know, like I am right now. So you pretty much there's that scene with Miss Piggy and Josh Groben whenever they're both singing. She's crawling on the piano. I mean, I love it. It's amazing work on how they get that to her. Another scene is Kermit sitting on the edge of his desk and him going crazy. That's pretty simple work. I mean, with them just, I mean, Steve's just pretty much underneath the desk, you know, and he's performing Kermit and all that above him. So, I mean, that's simple. That wasn't actually green screen and all that like it was with Miss Piggy and Josh Groben. The third and final shot of full-bodied puppet was, again, Kermit. This part you're getting to see pretty much all of his body again, and it's the part where him and Josh Groben are having it out because he wants to talk to Miss Piggy, and he ends up trying to jump over Josh Groben, which he doesn't make it, and he slides down Josh Groben's belly or chest, or and real good work on not being able to see the arm sleeve from Steve's hand, his arm and all that. So I thought they did a really good job in doing that. Amazing work for the puppeteers and the camera guy and all the special effects that they do. So that's pretty much my full-bodied scenes of the characters. I did want to point out that all of the performers, all of the writers, the camera crew, the special effects crew, I think they're doing an amazing job. Yeah, I know this is only the second episode of this, but I'm really enjoying the show. The writers are doing good. The puppeteering, I'm loving everything about it. Camera crew, like I said, special effects. Thanks, guys, for bringing back the Muppets. Thank you, ABC, Disney, if you want to say, for bringing back a new TV show with the Muppets in it. So thank you very much about that. Alright, pretty much this is the last part of this video. I just wanted to talk about this part that happened in the episode. I won't spoil it, so I won't give away any of the spoiling what happens. But Kermit's talking about setting up a date with Miss Piggy, and talking about him and her having a free pass list of certain celebrities or people that they could date if they ever were to break up. And so Kermit talks about that his was Leah Thompson from Back to the Future, the one that played the mom, which was really funny and everything. He said if he were to ever meet her on an elevator, yep, butt sex move. He meets her on an elevator pretty much at the very end of the episode. But like I said, I ain't going to spoil it, so watch out for it. It's pretty funny. Well, guys, that's the end of another Muppet review. If you watched it, thanks for enjoying it. I hope you enjoyed it, if you did. Thanks for liking it, if you liked it. Thanks for subscribing, if you subscribed. If you haven't, click that like button. If you haven't, click that subscribe button. Do it now, please. Leave some comments down below. Let me know what if you didn't like what you did. Let me know if you didn't like my hair, my voice, my shirt, the way that it sounds. Before I sign off, I wanted to give a shout out and a thanks to Shauna Lewis for commenting pretty much on all three of my videos. Thank you, Shauna, for doing that. You're pretty much my first YouTuber fan in a way. Hope to get to see you around the web. So, until next time, YouTubers, frogs, bears, chickens, and things, boys and girls, women and men, from all over the land, it's your VHS Collector Kyle. Bye.